Wherever you are, Frosty, we need a table. Table 2. Frosty, wherever you are. Wherever you are, Frosty, please. We are time back. Frosty. If there's no key, then we need probably the point.
Mic check. Sound check. Sound check. Mic check. Sound check. Audio check. Microphone checking. Testing the sound and testing the audio, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, watching us live at this point in time. We are at Garage Lounge where this action is taking place. I want to start by apologizing on the audio which is coming on your way because there is too much background noise that the MC is playing the music. But of course, laboring and trying to give you the very best, I at least want to voice in and send an audio just that you could also be listening to what is taking place on the table here between Caesar Chandiga, aka the Scorpion, up against his very best friend. In fact, he's a brother in the making. That is in the name of Kilama David, aka Aquatic, who is also playing here at Garage Lounge. It is last 16 that the two are taking on each other. Caesar already has 3. Meanwhile, Kilama David is still looking for 1. It is a race to 7. Who will win in this one here? But of course, you would fancy that the Scorpion is going to take it up to him. Now, coming in this round here, Kilama David had to beat at least Mukisa Abat, just that they can come into this round here, withdrawing at least the life of Mukisa Abat in one of the rounds. Then Caesar also had to beat Hitman Karim in a decider, making sure that he at least extend his life, which he is the only player who is unbeaten at least in this race here. In these competitions, he is the only player who has at least 2 lives still intact and is pushing them, at least making sure that he continues to win and plays the final both in life 1 and in life 2. He just want to conclude everything down in the final that no one should beat him. It is Karim Hitman who has at least made the highest score against the Scorpion in these competitions. We're yet to wait and see. At this point in time, if you're playing the Scorpion, you are supposed to be in your lethal form. If not, we would have seen Aquatic putting the black ball just prematurely at this point in time, because you are not supposed to give any chance to the Scorpion if you still want to maintain yourself in the competition. There he is. He's the only player who has the highest number of fans in the building. The Scorpion being himself, failing Alice to close the table, Alice fouling, making sure that he invites Alice Aquatic back on the table at this point in time, leaving the table open. I want to fancy that Aquatic would go for the Reds. Just like that, closing the table with the Reds, playing and taking it one at a time. He knows. Now Aquatic opted to go for the yellows. Guys, the background noise is so loud. I even don't know what we could do at this point in time. We may only opt to give you only the stream because even the network is not treating us so well. MTN is giving us poor network. That's why it is buffering every time. But at the same time, I think Airtel may be treating us good. We will explore the options of giving you maybe Airtel network. Kilama David, aka Aquatic, the brother to Caesar, the brother in the making to Caesar. He's playing his very best friend. He's playing his brother. At least one at a time. The guy that they train always together every time. There is easy was about to crash on the top left corner pocket. But of course, at the end of the day, he has maintained the cue ball position. Still, he can continue to put, at least when he can put this one in the center pocket, or he can at least go in the diagonal corner pocket. Black is already set. What David told me when he was coming in this competition here, he said at least he wants to maintain his winning streak and also reach the money bracket, because he has always come so close, and so he still wants to maintain that stats there and come so close. David Kilama is up against 3 of the yellow balls remaining on the table here. I want to fancy that he can complete the puzzle as long as he removes the fears in him and then plays his best pool. Then he can remove it. Shooting very well. Guy is shooting so well, eh? Computer. Playing that one just like his black at this point in time, because he understands. Caesar concedes without even Aquatic, putting now the only remaining yellow on the table here. Now, at this point in time, one thing you will have to put in your mind is that play Caesar to your very best. Because one thing he understands and knows in this mind is that he wants to win everything and wants to win anything. Guy is yet fresh and back from Nigeria. I don't know the name that they have given him from Nigeria, but he's already here. Meanwhile, Caesar 3. Race to 7.
Marwan is the first player to progress to the last stage. Trust me, wherever you are, we need going. We need going.
All inside, we have no
On table 1, we have a decider between Odong Kenneth and then Patrick Ochen Ole. And also Kenneth is up against the only red now remaining on the table. Yeah, simply puts it and complete the puzzle now. Black is just remaining as a formality. Just like that, we withdrew the life of Ochen Patrick out. Maintaining his only life remaining, and then he pushes forward. Remember, in this competition, Caesar Chandega is the only player who is not beaten at the moment in life 1.
He threw the next round. Long Kenneth again. Through the next round. So, Thompson, uno de la vez. Rune de Guarachier. Thompson and the one rest to 5. That is last 6. Uno da Victoria to 5.
Yeah, good evening, Adia. My network is a bit shaky, but I'm trying to make sure that I bring for you the game. MTN is not treating us well.
You guys will be playing on table 2.
Caesar being Caesar at this point in time, he's spotting now black for the first time.
Table 2.
And Kilama David concedes, just simply like that.
Take note.
idea, initially I thought you were coming to Gulu, but I realized you were not coming to Gulu, and that is why I saw the likes of Aya, they're here. I saw the like of Tongyang, they're here, but you are not around. But otherwise, I will bring for you the game at your comfort, on your bed, when you are enjoying it.
Update from table 4. Dog City is through to the next round. Dog City is through to the next round. Jan Factory, Thompson and Lady, Nickel Choker, table 1. Jan Factory, wherever you are, Rone Nickel Choker, and Tony.
Dog City came from behind to beat Mukisa Abad. Mukisa Abad was leading 3-1, but he came from behind to beat Mukisa Abad and then takes his life to the next round. Meanwhile, Mukisa Abad is already withdrawn. Unless so otherwise, he is already out because Dog City removed him completely at this point in time. Meanwhile, Dog City also still has 2 of his lives. He had to beat also computer convincingly to maintain part of his life. Kelama David 1, meanwhile Caesar Chandiga 4, it is race to 7.
Table 4 is empty. Kindly, 2 players.
Yeah, guy is keeping so well. I think at this point in time, Caesar is conceding, and Caesar has conceded because we are being treated to put pools being played here at the same time. Thank you very much, everyone who is watching us live. I want to appreciate you, and thank you very much for maintaining it here. Kindly advise if the network has improved. I want to think the network has a bit improved. Yeah, this is called Caesar's Arena. It is called Garage Lounge, but when you check on the tables, all the tables is having the scorpion and it is written on it Caesar's Arena. I don't know whether he owns this arena, but I will have to confirm from the organizers and from other people here who are also here. Odori is having only 1 live now. Odori is having only 1 live now. 1 of his life has been withdrawn. This is not yet the last game for today. We are still having more actions coming your way. This is not yet the last game. This is round of last 16. We are going to go into round of last 8, then semi-final, then eventually the final. And tomorrow we are also going to continue with it just like that. Ladies and gentlemen, now Mr. Patton is on the table. Mr. Scorpion is on the table. He's sometimes called Mr. Patton because the way he understands the cue ball, no one else understands it better than him at this point in time because the Scorpion is on the table. Now you can look at the quality of the cue ball actions that is just played at this point in time. You will fancy that you will complete this one here just with an ease. Caesar Chandiga, the Scorpion, Mr. Patton, the Sting Master. Coming all the way from Nigeria after beating almost everyone in Nigeria, and none of the players had to beat him with the exceptions of Ian, his very best friend, winning the first game. Then Caesar had to beat almost every other player in Nigeria. I think at this point in time, he should be now called the Igwe of Nigeria, because last time when Gita went to Nigeria, he was beating almost everything from Nigeria, and then they had to baptize him the Igwe of Pool. But then now we started wondering, when Caesar went to Nigeria, he had to beat almost everyone, including the Igwe that they nicknamed in the name of Ginte. Now, what name did they give Caesar at last? The score of Abat and Dog City had to win 7 frames to 5. Yeah, Caesar coming up at least 2 questions and then finding up his only yellow balls now, giving options still to Kilamba David Aquatic to remove the only would be now the red ball, which is obstructing his path from that corner pocket. But then Aquatic, being Aquatic at this point in time, he would not want to open up that ball, playing another one, running with the cue ball, and then also snookering now Caesar at this point in time. But of course the snooker was not on. Caesar coming off at least with big spin, that is top left, top right, and getting a perfect cue ball positions for the only would be the yellow ball now remaining on the table here. Playing this one here either with a big follow or putting in some draw back on it, and let's to have a slide path to have it put now in the center, which is close to your table. And that is a lovely shot played by Caesar, coming off at least the cushions and then playing that ball there, putting it into the top right corner, pocket, which is right of the table. He has done it so well and so lovely. He makes this pool look so easy and simple. The way he understands the cue ball, no one else knows it. That is the reason why he's facing up against the likes of Top Cut in the UK. And also one thing you should also understand is in July, this coming month here, Caesar is going to be going to UK and will also be playing another series of game in UK. In the arena streaming the games, we have the likes of Peter Chobe, Breaks and Finish. We also have Tungdiang Media, but it's not streaming today. And then we also have Emma for Moneybag. Aquatic has the biggest break ever. Yeah, your question is up to be taken. I don't know whether Sejemba is still a player, but all I know that is a banter. And Sejemba is still a player. Which Sejemba are you meaning? Sejemba is still a player. Looks like he's still at least making his game to come on board. Now Aquatic mapping the pattern here, now nominates the yellow ball. As long as he can manipulate the cue ball here, put the other one into the top right sections of the table, leaving the cue ball there, and plays the only yellow now, which is so close to the black, on kissing the black almost. Into the center, then have at least the connections of the yellow in the center to the one which is in the top left bottom of the screen. He simply plays safety shots, doesn't want to go for it. Yeah, Kenneth Odong is in. He has just played his other game in a deciding frame between him and then Ochen Patrick. That means he has gone to the next round. Kelama David has given Caesar Hallis a thought here on the table. Does he want to come off the yellow? No, he wants to come off the yellow. Look at the quality of that shot. That is a lovely shot coming off the yellow ball. Even he shakes his head in disbelief. He was not thinking whether that ball was going to go on, but it went into the center pocket. Now he has 2 options, either to play headbang shots on this red now remaining on the table, put it into the center pocket which is adjacent to the table, Just like that, ladies and gentlemen, as if he was listening to me, he has made it look so simple at this point in time. This is race to 7, ladies and gentlemen, race to 7. If not anything, Herbert is still in the competition because after being withdrawn from the other live, he went and paid for another slot and looks like he still has a chance. He is going to be playing. Look at the quality of that shot played by Caesar Chandiga. That is the intention of that shot, is to have this ball here put it in the same corner pocket and then have the cue ball perfectly for the only black now, which is going to be potted bottom sections of the table rightward. And just like that, it was almost on, but he got it perfectly, but the pot was not on. Yeah, if you have been following so kindly, I think this is the first successful shot that Caesar has played today, and he has made it so well. Results for Dock City and Abbott, it ended 5-7. It ended 5-7 in favor of Dock City. Far back. It is race 7, ladies and gentlemen. As long as Caesar can treat us so well with this good pull here, we may see the last pot of the black, which will make this to come to one end. Ladies and gentlemen, at any time now, Caesar is going to put that ball into the corner pocket, which is so close to your screen, just like that, ladies and gentlemen. And at least he's having a side of that black ball, which is going to be potted into the corner pocket. But he potted it with luck, ladies and gentlemen. That he never intended for that shot there. That is the reason why he had to apologize. Ladies and gentlemen, at this point in time, I want to thank you very much for keeping it here. You don't pay double, you pay only once. You pay only once. Yeah, somebody is saying this is AI shot. I don't think. You pay only once, but of course now there were some other slots which were remaining because we never realized the 64-man come, and that is the reason why Herbert had to pay for another slot. so he had to pay for another slot. Remember, guy have just won money back, so he still has big sum of money with him. Yeah, he came second after Omar Moses beating him convincingly. So he came second. So he has some good amount of money, around 1 million. So guy went up to Kitgum and he was celebrating Omar Moses. That is the reason why he also came into these competitions here and he's still playing convincingly. So looks like things is not looking so easy. But Omar is still having two of his life intact. Omar Moses. In life 1, he still has it intact, and then also in life 2, he also still have it intact. Otherwise, we have come to the end of the game between Caesar and David, aka Aquatic. At this point in time, I will restart the stream and bring for you another game. Which game do you want to see next? We still have Odon Kenneth, who is going to play. We also have Omar Moses, who is also still going to play. We also have Caesar Chandiga, who is going to play still. But you can at least nominate the player that you want me to bring live on this game here. I'll give you some 2 minutes for you, Alice, to tell me which player do you want to see next in the live. Odon Kenneth, yes, I'm back. Thank you very much, guys.